On March 16th of 2020, I sat in a hotel room in Lubbock, Texas, with a knot in my stomach, tears rolling down my cheek, fear and anxiety playing with my emotions. I had made a decision to move to Texas where I knew only 2 people. And need I remind you that this was the time of COVID, where everything was shutting down behind me? In February of 2020, my life was officially up in flames. I had no job, no boyfriend. An international pandemic was beginning to creep its way into the United States, and I was unhappy, living in South Dakota in my ex's basement. I was scared. I didn't know what to expect. In life, we have become experts in creating roadblocks and excuses in our lives to convince ourselves that those dreams and goals we have are unattainable. That the dreams that lull us to sleep every night, we're better off without them. I found every excuse in the book to turn around and go home that March evening. To abandon the dream of moving to Texas, telling myself I was wrong, not prepared, but a little voice inside of me and a couple of my closest friends told me, go. Just keep going. You have no idea what waits for you beyond this move. Fear is the #1 reason so many of us do not accomplish our dreams in our lives. Whether it is the fear of the unknown, of failure, fear of isolation, or just that we are afraid that we are unable to grasp the greatness we are working for. I was terrified sitting in that hotel room that Monday night, debating on whether I was making a huge mistake or taking this opportunity I had dreamt about for years, and it was actually within my grasp. We trick our minds into thinking that anything that is positive has severe negative consequences. That what we are fighting for and working towards will crumble at our feet, leaving us in a far worse place than we began. I'm telling you from experience that we all look for excuses, justifications, or fear as a reason to avoid opportunities that get us out of our comfort zone. The greatest growth comes from leaving your comfort zone. But let me tell you that first step in any journey is uncomfortable. You will look for approval, satisfaction, instant gratification, or support, and it is not always there. You may even hear your fears spoken to you by those who would be seen as moral supporters, contradicting this growth. It is at that time when you must believe in yourself the most. My friends helped ease the transition to Texas, but it was my desire to grow that gave me the strength to force the metamorphosis. If you have watched my previous videos, you will know what decision I made that night. I turned a potential tragedy into a victory. I stepped out of my comfort zone and into my epic zone. The decision did not come easily. I tormented myself all night trying to decide the proper decision. I knew that going to Texas was going to leave me alone more nights than not. Still, I found the determination to follow my heart. Now, the next step is yours. You know your dreams and your goals. It is up to you to not allow fear to keep you from taking the next step. Your life is defined by what you turn those fears into. What do you want your life to be defined as?